1. High plank. Start in a tabletop position with shoulders stacked over wrists, soft bend in the elbows, and hips over knees. Then extend legs long, balance on balls of the feet. From here your body should form a straight line from shoulders to heels. Pull up on your kneecaps and push back on your heels to keep your core engaged. Hold this position for a timed interval, maintaining a straight line with your body, gaze slightly in front of you. 2. Side plank, option to lift outside leg. Lie on your right side with right forearm flat on the floor, elbow under shoulder, and both legs extended long. Your body should form a straight line from head to feet. Feet can be stacked on top of one another or staggered. Engage your core and lift your hips up off the mat. Extending your left arm straight overhead. Option to hold this side plank position or advance the exercise by lifting your left leg. Hold this position for a timed interval. 3. Double leg lowers. With your low back pressing firmly into the mat and your abdominal wall wrapped as tightly as possibly around your core, bring your legs straight up the wall or raise to the top of your hips. Legs are extended long, feet flexed towards your face. Slowly lower both legs towards the ground, keep the legs as straight while maintaining low back contact with the mat. Once your heels tap the ground, pull up through your lower abs, lifting your straight legs back to the starting position. 4. Side to side leg lowers. With your low back pressing firmly into the mat and your abdominal wall wrapped as tightly as possibly around your core, bring your legs straight up the wall or raise to the top of your hips. Legs are extended long, feet flexed towards your face. Slowly lower both legs towards the ground on the right side of the body, keeping legs as straight as possible while keeping your left shoulder connected to the mat. Once your legs get as close to the ground as comfortable for you, pull them back to the starting position and repeat on the left side of the body. 5. Advanced boat pose. Sit on the floor with your legs bent at 90 degrees. Lean back slightly, sitting on your sit bones, 2 sitting bones and tailbone, keeping a nice long spine, shoulders down and back. Place your hands behind your knees and pull your feet off the ground so your bent legs are extended out in front of you. If possible, slowly straighten your legs out in front of you, raising the tips of your toes slightly above the level of your eyes. If this isn't possible, remain with your knees bent. Stretch your arms long out towards your feet. Spread the shoulder blades across your back and reach strongly out through the fingers. If this isn't possible, keep the hands on the floor beside your hips or hold on to the backs of your thighs. Hold this isometric boat pose position for a timed interval. 6. Oblique V Up Crunch. Lie on your right side with your right arm extended flat on the floor in front of you, left hand behind your head, and both legs extended long. Feet stacked on top of one another. Engage your core and simultaneously lift your neck and shoulders up off the ground while also lifting your legs up off the mat. Therefore, your left elbow and legs are coming up to meet one another. Slowly lower back down to the starting position and repeat this oblique V Up Crunch for a number of repetitions or timed interval. 7. Bicycle Crunch. With your low back pressing firmly into the mat and your abdominal wall wrapped as tightly as possibly around your core, bring your legs to a raised 90-degree bend. Lift your neck and shoulders off the ground. Placing your hands behind your head and thinking about pressing your head into your fingertips. Imagine there's a tennis ball tucked underneath your chin. This creates space between your chin and your chest and avoids extra neck strain. Use your core to lift your right elbow towards your left knee as you extend your right leg long. Slowly return to the starting position and repeat on the other side, pulling your left elbow towards your right knee as you extend your left leg long. Continue to repeat this bicycling movement, alternating knee to elbow crunches. 8. Dead bug. Lie on your back with your arms extended directly overhead and legs bent to 90 degrees, knees above hips. Note, the closer your knees are to your chest, the easier this dead bug exercise will be. The farther your knees are from your chest, the harder this ab exercise will be. Keeping low back pressed into the floor, brace core and slowly and simultaneously extend and lower right leg until heel nearly touches floor and left arm until your hand nearly touches floor overhead. Then return to the starting position and repeat on the opposite side. So simultaneously extend and lower your left leg until heel nearly touches floor and left arm until your hand nearly touches floor overhead. Continue this dead bug movement for a counted reps or a timed interval. 9. Seated twist. Sit on the floor with your legs bent at 90 degrees. Lean back slightly sitting on your sit bones, 2 sitting bones and tailbone, keeping a nice long spine, shoulders down and back. Option to lift your legs off the ground, or keep them connected to the mat. With arms bent, clasp your hands together. Simultaneously rotate your torso and clasped hands to the right side so that right elbow is hovering just off mat, while your lower body remains still. And your gaze should follow your hands as you move. Return to the starting position and then rotate hands and upper body to left side until left elbow is just off mat. 10. Bear crawl. Start in a tabletop position with shoulders stacked over wrists, soft bend in the elbows, and hips over knees. Then tuck your toes under, lifting up on your quads and engaging your low abs so knees hover a few inches off the floor. Keeping your hips stable, and your head in line with your tailbone, slowly step opposite hand and foot forward. Repeat with the other hand and foot. Continue this bear crawl motion to the top of your mat. Then, reverse the movement to step backwards, returning to the starting position. Continue this bear crawl movement for a timed interval. Continue this seated twisting motion for counted reps or timed interval. 11. V up. Start lying on your back with your arms and legs extended long, and your low back pressing firmly into the mat and your abdominal wall wrapped as tightly as possibly around your core. On the exhale, in one movement use your core to lift arms and upper body towards your legs, forming a V shape with your body. Lower back remains connected to the mat. Slowly return to the starting position and repeat this V up movement for counted reps or a timed interval.